sending us not the right people. It's coming from more than Mexico. It's coming from all over South and Latin America, and it's coming probably from the Middle East. But we don't know, because we have no protection. A wet raccoon doesn't have $7 billion fucking dollars in the bank. You know, I get greedy. I want money. Now I'll tell you what we're gonna do, right? We get greedy, right? Now we're gonna get greedy for the United States. We're gonna grab and grab and grab.
We're always using the computer, but we're trying not to show the computer, and especially we're trying to avoid having a screen as an interface. So we are building stuff where you need to run around, or you need to touch things. You can touch things, or you get punished or something like that. So we are experimenting with different kinds of interaction and computer feedback, because in our world it's all just a screen and it's just swiping and blinking, and we are trying to find other ways of doing that, because we are kind of bored by just looking at screens, basically. We're also trying to build things where people come together and they play against each other, or they interact with each other, and also in our works this leads to the fact that the work really becomes unique each time somebody uses our work. So with each usage or people interacting, it becomes a unique piece of work, because the people are so much a part of the work. The initial idea was that to showcase or to show the power of the speech of famous speakers. So we had Martin Luther King in there, or Steve Jobs introducing the iPad, or of course Adolf Hitler, or Colin Powell when he said there were mass weapons found in Iraq back then and stuff like that. And it was impersonated by this little clown kind of guy, so you could really, this person was always the same and the performance was always the same, so you can really focus and concentrate on the speech itself. And now, like 14 years later, we have this clown being the president of the United States. So we just exchanged all these speeches of famous people with stuff that Trump said, and it really became a completely new work. And it's kind of weird, because you stand in front of it and you laugh, but it's reality and it's not even funny, but still, you need to laugh. So it became a whole new work because of Donald Trump, basically, which is also funny for us to see how time really overtook our work and put it in a completely new light, and it's horrifying and entertaining at the same time.
He didn't know me at
yes,
all.
So
We didn't know each other.
we didn't know it yet.
I was just super happy that he asked me. And then the beautiful thing is the first music I sent you, you were like, I love it. That's it. No correction, no nothing. I didn't change even 1%. We didn't rehearse.
So
not at all.
Not at all. So it's just.
But we know the elements.
We know the elements for sure. I know
the colors
I know the musical elements and melodies, and not all of for sure, because it's improvised. But I know
the style,
the style and the bass
and the color
and
the deepness
and stuff, you know. And she knows also the images. It's no surprising images.
No.
So because I often have the feeling, if I rehearse too much, then I feel too safe and I'm not focused enough and I'm bored.
You just give all the juice you have. You have only the tool that you have. Basta. So this is what I can feel with Benjamin.
Yeah, it's painful to watch the show, I think. Somehow. So
Intense.
Intense, yeah. But I also want to, image-wise at least, I want to wake up the audience somehow.
I can only speak from now. If we are speaking about May 2025, I am completely fascinated by buttons. Almost as much as I am fascinated the sound of violin, and singing is completely something different for me. I didn't sing much today, and actually I sing, and this is my shit. Like, I sing. Always something, one more level. Okay. Now, for example, now that I can control a little bit the sampler, which is for electronic musicians, a sampler control is nothing, but for me, I am able to control it. Now I'm thinking about the drum machine, because it's like, next one. So for me, it's a game. I like it.
Yeah, it's a game.
It's a game. No.
With this work, we're asking people to say something that AI makes them say, right?
Which is not always nice.
Yeah.
Most of the times it's very rude and unapologetic.
Yeah, most of the times it's something that would make people feel awkward about themselves, and especially when they do it in front of others on a microphone.
In this particular case, we wanted to see how far they would go when a machine tries to judge them based on the way they look, and if they decide to really go with whatever the machine is telling them to do, just to get an image by the end of the experience.
Yeah, to become part of the artwork.
To become part of the artwork.
Yeah,
yes.
so this is our usual exploration also as filmmakers. We're filmmakers as a background, but I'm a filmmaker that knows how to code for some reason, and the pain is writing the code, you know. So and there's a lot of that. There's a lot of bugs that you have to figure out. There's a lot of things like that, and you can only see them once it's live.
In my case, I guess there are two types of pain. First is the physical one, because you have to really work with your body. I have very bad hands and nails, so everything breaks all the time whenever we have an exhibition. And then the second pain is the feeling or the frustration that you don't have enough time to do the work the way you imagine it from the beginning, and then it's always a compromise somewhere, and I don't like that, and I see it as a pain.
I don't think people really see their bodies in the visuals. Maybe some do. I don't know. You know, it's for that. Obviously, you'd have to ask them. But yeah, I think it's more about trying to become something. You know, that you're not.
Because in the end, the machine has the autonomy to decide which body to create for each participant. So it's not. It is inspired by the analysis that happens in the first step of the experience, but it's not 100% the body shape of the person.
The machine told me that I'm a girl with a messy hair.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm a girl with a large nose most of the
I'm
time.
a balding hipster, but anyways, yeah, this is what the machine is, yeah.
We have 7,000 languages in the world, and about 40% is at the risk of disappearing. And that means heritage loss, cultural loss. Nobody speaks any more language. That means there's losing also what is behind the language, the habitats and ways of living, ways of cooking, ways of saying things. I collected about 100 of languages now, and I use live about 30 languages, which are sometimes only really a fragment. You don't really hear a word, it's just a tick, tick, tick. Everything is done, also the battery is done with the sound coming from a language actually. I'm always starting to work with the sound in the first place, and together with my partner Marco Monfardini, we are developing all our projects together. Very strong exchange between us, and the visual part actually was difficult to find this way in this time, this moment. But then we found the line, which is in every visual. You have this very pure line, which is a sort, we use it as a sort of scanner, a scanner of the world.
Segne dich, segne dich, segne dich. Acht.
When I go to space, I'm polyionite and I always make sure I have oxygen in my tank.
When I go to space, I'm a traveler, so I always make sure to check the route.
When I go to space, I change the language, and I think the name changes to Davidio. When I go to space, I make sure the satellites are pointed in the right direction.
When I go to space, I become Bug 101, and I become hypersensorial.
When I go to space, I'm automatic, space mechanic.
It's one piece of series. And the series named Birth. There is a contraction between earth and breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We make still lives and then we let everything rot and fall apart and stuff like that, and we shoot photos of it like every 10 minutes for weeks and weeks. And then afterwards we play this backwards. So we divided the piece in different zones that you can bring back to life. And so here you walk in front of this huge painting, we call it, and you enlight part of the painting, and this part only comes back to life. It represents like the healthy, good food, the avocado, but it takes way more water to grow than some other fruits, like for example the tomatoes. And so it's not really ecological to grow avocados. And the other stuff that we found interesting is that because the demand really exploded, mainly in the US, the Mexican growers started to grow more and more avocados, and then the Mexican cartels, the drug cartels, discovered that, and they wanted to take the avocados farm, and so the farmer, they have to arm themselves or to rent private militia to defend themselves from the cartels. So we found that was pretty crazy, and so we made a piece about that, and that's why there are so many like Mexican signs in the frame.
Ja inače mislim da je tehnologija dosta obsolentna i da stvari često koje vidiš jedan put, video si za sva vremena i u tom smislu recimo audiovizualni nastupi su danas malo onako pase, to je bila velika stvar tamo negde početkom 2000-ih kada se prešlo sa analogne na digitalnu tehnologiju i kada se prešlo sa desktopa na laptop i odjednom si sad mogao da radiš video uživo po nekim festivalima i na nekim mestima gde nisi morao da donosiš i video mikser i celu skalameriju. Onda je to nekako postalo već viđeno, roboti, mašine, ali sa druge strane kada pomisliš kako pozorište je preživelo od antičkih vremena i u slikarstvu još uvek možeš da izraziš neku emociju, tako da ako nemaš neku priču ili emociju i ako ne dodirneš tim vizualnim sadržajem ljude na neki način, onda je to nešto što je možda već viđeno, a naročito ako radiš apstraktne stvari, ljudi ne mogu da se povežu sa kvadratom, trouglom, linijom i tačkom.
We have always been into like myths and old stories, and we like nature a lot. We go biking a lot in nature, and with love we wanted to have this kind of very poetic view from our perspectives from audiovisuals, and then we looked into a spiritual text about love. And we discovered that love was very connected with nature in these old spiritual texts. We have from the Bible, and we have from Rumi so far. And then I have also one song that is my own, that when I met this guy.
Yeah, the visual part for this project is much more related to hand drawing. So I have a camera and I'm recorded drawing with ink on a piece of paper, so people can even see my hand drawing. So it's very engaging in a way, a bit more risky because I have if I do a wrong drawing, everyone is gonna see it. But it's interesting also because I find it's very genuine, and then I have also digital effects that I had on top of it. I'm not a big fan of screens because for me the screen is a symbol of power, is a symbol of advertising, is a symbol of mass media, of propaganda. So when there is a screen I use it, but very often we perform in locations where there is no screen or it's difficult to have a screen, and I'm so happy to project on a wall or to project on a floor or to project on what is available.
The sound part here is also like for the visual part, it's going back to basics because I'm only using my voice and my cello and doing loops with it. Normally I have a lot of sounds that I've been recording and doing a lot of like soundscapes,
And this time I just wanted something that was completely like naked in a way, and very genuine and simple, and not too many layers.
I swear, since seeing your face, the whole world is raw and fantasy. The guy, the dead, must be wilder as to what is leave on the side.
Yeah, it's true that the rise of AI-made art or creation will probably give more and more the need of the people to see, but where is the human in the story? And they will be, in a way, comforted to see that there is a human part in there. And I think artists have to play a role, especially now, about what is going on in the world. And I was happy with the message that Joss gave after his concert about the current war in the Middle East, and I think that artists and digital artists really play a role for this, are a very good laboratory for ideas and revealing the hidden part of the power of what is going on in societies.
We have the same background, like we are both like artists and designer and everything. The difference is that he's more organized and I don't.
That's your opinion. Yeah, we both love to play with little gimmicks and electronic things, and Stefan is big into AI. I'm not, a little bit, but so. And with the music we love to play and to jam and to listen to sounds and mix it all up with analog toys like tonight.
On your side, trapped in loss, crude intrusion, craving darkness, craving B-Side. Rip the locks, let madness surge, flood the gates, succumb to urge.
I'm using AI for visuals as well as for text, speech, singing voice. I was I was a DJ and producer when I was young, and I started a lot of projects. It's amazing, many projects, but I didn't finish them because it was like something missing, and you have nobody is able to sing your stuff, and since AI is ready just to be used as a natural voice, now I can reactivate all my projects and can put it together with a nice voice and with some text experiments. I love experiments.
With 16 I started with a theater group, free theater group, and that was the principle that everyone who can do something will teach it to the others who are interested. It's for free, it's just giving and taking. Before I always was sitting at home and making music, drawing, painting, doing magic. I used to do magic tricks too.
Also nicht moderne Kunst nennt. Das ist die Problematik der Kunst. Ja, dann ist das Mikrofon falsch eingestellt. Ja, dann ist das Mikrofon falsch eingestellt.
My second message today was, don't believe the hype, don't believe the hype, don't believe.
My main focus for the festival and the preparation and the organization before the festival starts is on the exhibition, even though we actually all curate together. So we find works or performances that we have seen or that we would like to see. That's also a main thing or a big thing, and put that on a list together, and then we discuss and find out, okay, what would fit together. Also, to have a spectrum of different kinds of works. So to transport or to show people who might not have been in contact with the digital art and what it can be, what is possible when you think of art that is supported by technology. We are not an educational or we do not want to teach people. We want them to experience what that art means and why it is important and just sometimes just beautiful to experience.
Okay, as I always worked and with multimedia stuff like animations, music, exhibitions, installations. When I moved from Hamburg to Mannheim, I was looking what's going on here, and I found the B-Seite Festival, and I thought to myself, this is what I love. I think there is no right way to do PR. You can do it by your own, just by posting something, but if you do it right and have some spirit in your post, it can work. But I think it's always good to be early enough starting PR, not too much, but just this time we started very early to make the website, and as we worked with Feuerwache, Alte Feuerwache, they plan very, very in advance, so we had to plan very in advance. That was not the case always.
Challenge of the space was to transform a place which is normally used for concerts into kind of an art space gallery. That was the challenge. And this also started that we made an entrance where the people normally never enter the space. So actually now in this situation they enter the space backstage. It's kind of funny because this is also kind of nice that we changed the stage where the artists are normally into the space where the audience is. So it's completely turned around. So we are in the lucky situation that the city of Mannheim over the years has understood the importance of this kind of festivals. So the financial support is kind of sure, and we can rely on that base. So we are kind of sure. I mean, there's never 100% in cultural funding. Everyone knows that, but we have a very we can trust that we are going to be funded again and again. It's a discussion I had often with the city, which is our main funder, that maybe the value of amount of visitors is not the most important. And it took a really long time till they understood this, but I have the feeling now they accept that that you cannot value the event itself only on the amount of visitors. Because the B-Seite Festival in first hand is an artist festival. The B-Seite is well known among all the audiovisual artists all over the world, much more than people in Mannheim know.